So I'm putting you in a very precarious position in which you have to comment on them as customers. But I appreciate your honesty and your uprightness, and you did a wonderful job of addressing my difficult question, my intrusive question. I'm so grateful. And now, let's shift gears and talk about the business itself. When did this business begin? Let's talk about its beginnings.
Well, I came here, as I said previously, in 1990. As you know, our community works at parking lots. I was hired, my wife was pregnant. Then the one lovely daughter, Jerusalem.
Yes.
And then I've been looking for my skill that I know to get more money, but unfortunately it wasn't happening. So I had to take anything that I can get to support my family.
Support the family.
Yeah. Then I was hired as janitor.
As a janitor.
Yeah.
That's how your career began.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, I was planning to go back to school.
Uh-huh.
I have learned that here, no matter what, whether you're a doctor or professor, you still have to go back to school to learn.
Course.
Then I did that. I did my research, went back. Then a year later, I applied. I was accepted. Then I started going to school, attending school. I remember where I used to live. It was very difficult. Maybe 3 hours a day, night.
I see.
I work 2 jobs sometimes.
Two full-time jobs?
2 full-time jobs.
And how old were you at this time? You must have been
in the early 19,
early
maybe.
20s, 19.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's where my
So
career
you were
began.
working at
and
2
then,
places?
And then 3 years later, I quit. That I was hired at Fenway Texco as a technician, what I love to do.
Excellent. But that was the dream. So
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Then at the same time, I was attending school as well. And the second baby with Behailu now, next year, he was born. Then we used to live in Kunzi that time. Then 4 years later, I was, the payment wasn't enough. So I got a better place to work on at Meineke, discount at Brighton.
Right.
I think
Meineke
that's
is
where,
a very good,
yeah. So I worked
place, yeah.
6 years with that company.
With a single company?
Yes.
6 years.
6 years.
As a technician?
As a technician.
Were you fixing cars?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. 6 years later, and I decided, I need to do my own.
Of course.
So in 2003, August 15, 2003, that's where I started this place, same place where I am now.
That's right.
So,
beautiful place.
yeah.
We'll talk about that. I want you to describe it to the audience
So
later.
it is really wonderful
Very
owning
nice
a business.
shop. Yes.
But it was a lot of challenging as well.
Yeah, what were some of the challenges?
Challenges, as you know, business first couple of years is difficult.
Yes.
It was,
Did you take loans to start the business?
never,
or
never.
You did it without
This is not
taking
my
a loan?
principle. I don't like loan.
So you started the business without a loan?
My grandfather used to say, start with a small, get bigger.
I see.
That's my principle. I saved a little money from
the 2 jobs that you
jobs
had?
that I have. And from, whatever I get, I do sometimes a side job, mechanic.
Incredible.
I saved the money. I was able to.
So you managed to open the shop that you have now
Exactly.
without a loan,
Yeah.
purely through personal savings?
Yes, exactly. I was already
Did you have some family capital with you, maybe?
Never. I had, actually later on, I have a family. Some family, I get some money from my family, but I gave it back. And I have already well equipped, and I have my own tools already. The year that I've been working,
you
was
had
Meineke.
You had the tools. Yeah.
The
The years at Meineke
Yeah,
served you well.
Exactly.
So you had your tools.
Yeah, I really like that place. I like Steve, my manager.
Yeah,
it
he
was
still
wonderful
around?
time.
Steve is still around?
We still hang around. I mean,
You're still
I
friends?
think we were still friends, really.
Mm-hmm.
And Eddie, he was also a manager.
Yeah.
So when I left, it was really that was heartbreaking.
I can imagine.
Them,
You're
for
such a
me.
loyal,
Yeah.
loyal employee.
Yeah. So
Good temperament,
So
very
that's where-
skilled.
that's what I start, and I kept going. The challenge that I faced the first 2 years was, we are not selling products.
Amazing.
We're selling just service. So you make these people believe you, that make sure your work is 100%.
That your
Sure.
record is pure,
Exactly.
or else they're not going to come back.
Exactly. So I always avoid the comeback. I don't want any customer to come back for the same
You
reason.
rather serve them well,
Well, and they're happy, they
and
leave.
then they pass the word
Exact-
for you. They become advertisements for
Exactly,
you.
exactly. So
Instead
that's
of making a quick back, antagonize them, push
exact-
them away from the shop,
Exactly.
or have you gossip about them. What you would do is you will give them perfect service,
Yes.
as perfect as it could be, so that they could advertise the business for
Yes.
you.
Mhm.
That's a remarkable principle. I like it. Yes,
So,
go on.
And it's business, economy. People have no money to spend. So I also took some classes in business, how to manage my
You're
own
taking
business.
classes also?
Exactly.
Even while the business was
Exactly.
at the beginning,
I'm always never,
you're
a wise
updating
man.
your skills.
Yeah, wise man always looking for knowledge. Is always looking for opportunities. By the way, I also have few part-time job other than technique. I'll tell you later on.
Of course, I would like
So
you
that's basically, and then there was no enough money. You can cut back always. If I have 2 lines today, and when the market is really not there, business is not there, then I can cut always back.
to. Yes.
Always evaluate the business. I was really listed on Yellow Pages. I was listed on internet. Marketing is a powerful tool today. As we know, everybody is not on the newspaper no more. It's just today is in the internet. Young, old, woman, child, whatever. Today is the first thing they look is just click the TV, not the TV. The internet. So
internet,
I
that's
use that. I use that tools.
Yeah,
that
I noticed.
really.
Yeah.
So
You do even diagnose cars, I have noticed,
Yes.
when I sat at your shop,
Mhm.
by doing research on the internet.
Yes.
When a given customer comes with a car, what I have seen you do is you go to the internet to diagnose the problem.
Yeah. Yes.
Online research.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Actually, we have a software which costs tremendously expensive, a lot of money. But in order to have a good job, make sure you have the right tools. If you don't have the right tools, then don't do it. Maybe it's not easy.
Now, describe the profile of your customers, by which I mean, are they predominantly Ethiopian/African black, or are they a combination of Ethiopian, African black, Caucasian, Chinese, Spanish? Describe the profile for me. I'm very curious.
The profile is to show that the research. I've been doing evaluation every year.
Yes.
As I said, I was listed on a Yellow Page. Listed, everywhere, that I can generate a lot of revenue to the business.
Yes.
And from the study that I have done my own,
Yes.
85% my clients are really Americans.
By Americans, mean
White,
whites?
male, and female.
85% of your
Yes,
customers are
yeah.
whites.
Probably 15% is the combination of
Black,
black,
Spanish, Chinese.
and yes.
And why do you think